what's up? I am MuchelleB, and in this video I want to talk about things that have improved my life this year. There are so many different things that I've explored, maybe downloaded, tried this year that have made a difference in my life or are making a difference in my life that I don't really get to mention on camera. So I thought that I would make something kind of like a favorites video, but just including stuff that I feel has improved my life. The first thing that has improved my life this year is an app called Feedlist. I've talked about this app before in my how to stop wasting time on social media video, which I will link in the description below. This app has been pretty much life-changing. It keeps me connected to my friends. Like, I can get messages on Facebook, people can tag me and stuff on Facebook. I can see all my notifications, so I still feel like I am connected to the world. At the same time, I'm not sitting there scrolling through my feed mindlessly, which is such a horrible habit that I feel like a lot of people want to get rid of. The next app is called Good On You, and you probably have heard of it. I think especially if you're Australian, I have a feeling it might be an Australian app. This app actually recently revealed to me that one of my favorite sources of ethical clothing, Everlane, is not as ethical as I thought, which was really disappointing. This app rates brands in terms of how ethical they are. As someone who is attempting to purchase more ethically, this app has been a godsend to find new brands that I've never heard of before that are doing things in a more ethical way. The next thing is not an app, although you can get an app for it, and it is called The Daily Dozen. And so it's from the author of How Not to Die. The author has released a daily dozen checklist of all the things that you should be eating throughout the day and how many servings of those things that you should be having. These are all foods that are going to keep you happier and healthier. You can even print the little checklist and chuck it up on your fridge if that's something that's helpful for you. It's something that I've done recently. It is geared towards people who have a vegan diet because that's kind of what the book How Not to Die promotes. But if you eat dairy and meat, I feel like you could incorporate all of those things into your diet regardless. The next one is an app, and it is my favorite app of all time. So I think I discovered this maybe late last year, not the start of this year, but it's just a gem and I don't understand why people don't talk about it more. So it's an app that allows me to access all of the ebooks that my local library has purchased. You guys know that I'm living a bit more of a minimalist lifestyle, so I don't want to be purchasing lots of books, especially if I don't know that I love the book. So being able to borrow books with like the click of a button on my iPad and read through them has just been, I'm not totally sure if it works internationally. I might put a bit more information about it in the description and do a little bit more research. If you love the idea of being able to access unlimited books whenever you want on a device as opposed to physical, you're gonna love Livi. The next thing that has been changing my life this year are iron and B12 supplements. So I actually went and I got my blood tested, and I'm a terrible vegan because I was very low in iron and very low in B12, which made sense. I didn't feel like I was very high in either of those things. So for the past maybe 2 months, I've been taking my iron and my B12 supplements kind of religiously. What are these? Some vegan iron tablets. I'd recommend anyone, especially if you're feeling a bit low and you do eat a vegan vegetarian diet, or even people that don't eat vegan vegetarian diets, iron and B12 deficiencies are extremely common. Go to the doctor and get your blood checked. Obviously there are natural sources of iron and B12 that I could integrate into my diet, but I'm not going to take that risk. I want to make sure that I am getting the supplements that I need so that I can feel the best possible. And to go alongside that, I've also started to make smoothies every morning. I think this is something that a lot of people do, but I've only really gotten on board recently, and the smoothie life is the good life. I have a banana, I have berries, I have maca, chia seeds, almond milk, and spinach in my daily smoothie. And it just kicks me off on the best start to the day, and then I usually have that alongside my supplements, so it's just like all the good stuff at the one time. I was in a conversation with 2 of Luke's girlfriends from uni, and they were talking about how their morning smoothie was so essential, and without it they'd feel alien. I was just sitting there like, I can't relate to this, like I don't understand. And a few months later, like, what up? I'm on the smoothie train. The next thing is an app, and it is Calm. So there is a big debate of Calm versus Headspace. I really like Calm. I feel like it has all of the stuff that I need. And saying that, I haven't tried Headspace. I think one of the things that draws me to Calm is their masterclasses as well, which was a new integration when I downloaded it, but I feel like they know their target audience very well, and I am their target audience. Their masterclasses are just so good. They've got social media and screen addiction, breaking bad habits. So they've got like The Power of Rest by Dr. Alex Pang. Also, of course, their meditations are great. If you watched my 29 days of meditating video, then you'll know that I really like the app. Not sponsored, but would like to be. The next app is actually a writing app, and it's called Ulysses. For quite a while, I've been trying to find an app that I can have on my Mac, on my iPad, on my phone, that is minimal, that I can write my video plans in, and Ulysses has kind of been like the answer to all of my prayers. It is the perfect writing app for my videos. I used to use Evernote, but I find Evernote quite cluttered and complicated. Ulysses is a paid subscription app, but well worth it in my eyes. I can organize things the way that I want, which Evernote never let me do. And I just love the simple look and feel. The next thing is a half ironing board. So shout out to those of you who live in very small spaces like myself. A half ironing board is an ironing board that you can sort of stick to the wall and then just fold it out, and it's so easy. Maybe this is a normal thing in other countries. I haven't really seen it that much myself. I don't want a huge ironing board just sitting in the middle of nowhere. We don't really have the space for it. So just being able to fold down an ironing board makes life so much easier. And the last thing that has been improving my life since the start of this year is a bit of an odd one. It is green beans and asparagus. I never used to like green beans, never had tasted asparagus. Shout out to my friend Elisa who introduced me to green beans roasted, because amazing. I chuck a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt, and a bunch of this barbecue seasoning stuff, which is like amazing, and then put them in my oven microwave. And honestly, they taste so good. Who knew asparagus tasted so good roasted? So those are all of the things that have been improving my life this year. I hope that you found this kind of video interesting. It might be something that I need to make a little bit more frequently. So maybe I could do like a monthly things that are improving my life rather than just a favorites, because I feel like sharing my favorite music and sharing my favorite like fiction books, not everyone is into the same stuff as I am, whereas I know that you guys are into life improving stuff. Let me know how you feel about that as an idea. Maybe even bi-monthly would work. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, do all of this stuff. Links are in the description down below. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you soon.